Hi there, it's another tarot sesh for Sagittarius. I'm the Can Astrologer. My name is Abby, and this is a special reading for Halloween, Saiwei, and Day of the Dead, Sagittarius. Very exciting time coming upon us, very energetic time as well. The moon is going to be in Scorpio during Halloween, as well as the moon will be in Scorpio during the new moon on November 1st. So 111, it's the 111 portal, and which stands for new beginnings. And anytime a new moon, which stands for new beginnings, right, falls on the first day of a new month, it's like even more supercharged. And then with the fact that the moon is in Scorpio, Scorpio is all about taking back control, taking back your personal power. It's, very dark and mysterious, but at the same time, it's very loyal and protected, right? Transformative as well. So Sagittarius, the song that I had on pre-shuffle for you when I was getting the cards together, it's called Supersonic, My Existence, and it's by Skrillex, Noisa, Josh Pan, and Dylan Brady. Sorry. So this is like EDM music. You could be a fan of EDM. It's really good, actually. I really like the song. It's on the album Quest for Fire, which I found interesting since you are a fire sign, Sagittarius. But of course, my screen goes off because I'm talking so much. Some of the lyrics are information making me question our relation to the nation. All religion, supersonic, my existence, you can't resist us. Clearly, I find myself living inside a shelf. All of these pages can't help. Got all my introspect, mirrors they don't reflect, all of the things that we do. So this is like talking about somebody who's really reflecting upon their morals, ethics, values, beliefs, and how that aligns with, world views versus national, local, national views, local views, family views, ways that, belief systems that you were born with or born into with family and people around you, friends, things like that. Is it really in alignment with what you believe, right? Is it in alignment with, what you see for humankind on a wider scale? I don't know, but that's what this is talking about. Is it aligning? So reflecting and potentially even readjusting, looking at your existence. It's very deep. Okay, Sagittarius, let's get into it. What do we have for their higher peace, power, protection, and prosperity for the greater good? And welcome back to all of my returning subscribers. Make sure if you haven't already that you smash that subscribe button, hit that little notification bell too. That way you get notified of all of my upcoming content. Ooh, I like it. Abundance charm. And also like, share, and like and share. If you're interested in a personal reading also, I have all of that information in the description below this video. And then speaking of below, underneath the deck, we've got natural magic. So nature is the witch's path, her passion, her source of power. From the natural world, she sends you her wisdom, patience, timing, the art of change, love, growth, and release. Be blessed. So it's like Spirit is saying, be patient with something. It's all in divine timing, and it truly is. But you have to let things change. You have to let things grow. You have to let things, come in their due time. So, but we have abundance charm. The witch has woven you an abundance charm of olive and bay from her enchanted garden. She's anointed your front door, sprinkled some in your wallet, popped a pinch in your pocket. Here comes the good fortune. So you could have some good fortune that's coming in as you have been blessed with an abundance charm. If you hear weird sounds, it's my cat going crazy. What do we have for Sagittarius, please? for Halloween and Day of the Dead 2024. Higher peace, power, protection, prosperity for the greater good. So mote it be for Sagittarius, please. And yes, and for those of you returning to the channel, you know that I share some a Sagittarius stellium. So I tend to resonate with your readings also. Underneath the deck, we've got Temperance. Guess what? Sagittarius. That's funny. So the Temperance is the angel of the tarot deck. She helps balance things out between the 3D and the 5D. So again, you know, going back to that song, you know, Supersonic, My Existence. Somebody's like really trying to balance, like weigh the pros and the cons between, you know, 3D material world and 5D spiritual world. You know, what's really needed, what's really worth it, you know. Also, this is a sign of protection. You could be protected in some kind of a situation where you feel like you're battling, you know, two different worlds, two different forces, or going in between. What do we have for Sagittarius, please? Let's get 3 cards for Sagittarius. Halloween, Saiway, and Day of the Dead, please. I will say, okay. So the cards, the readings for a lot of the other signs has been super spicy, right? And they also have gone a little long. So, you know, roll yourself a joint, make yourself a cup of tea, coffee, I don't care, a little cocktail, whatever you want. But we're going to get into this. So what else do we have? Let's get one more for Sagittarius. Both of the cards have fallen face down so far, so Spirit doesn't want me to know what this is yet. One more, please. What else? Okay, you're getting 2 more. Underneath the deck, we have the Knight of Wands. It's Sagittarius energy. Okay, so this fell in reverse. Could be dealing with a Cancer. It could be any water sign, doesn't have to be, but you could be dealing with Cancer. Then we've got the 2 of Wands also in reverse. So the 2 of Wands is an interesting card. We're going to get to it in a second. I don't want to sit there and explain it until we get to it. I want to see the rest of the cards. Okay, so wow, Sagittarius, we have got so much of your energy already. That's incredible. Okay, so we start out with the 9 of Wands. That's the wounded warrior, somebody who's been through the ins, the outs, the ups, the downs, the trenches. This is a very wise leader, somebody because of experience, due to experience, you know, they make a good leader. They're wise, you know, but they're tired. They're tired, right? They'll fight the good fight if they need to, but they're ready to find that 10th wand, lay down the burdens, and move on to a new cycle, right? They need rest. So that was in the past, recent past, or it could still be happening right now. It's like the beginning of this situation. Then we've got the 7 of Wands. This is all about defending your morals, ethics, beliefs, values, goals, aligning yourself, balancing your chakras, you know, putting up boundaries, saying no where you need to say it. And then we get the 2 of Wands and the Chariot, which fell in reverse. Now the Chariot can have something to do with movement. Any kind of movement. Also can have anything to do with like a vehicle. So some of you could be having issues with your vehicle. The 2 of Wands is, first off, Wands are all about passion, right? It could be passion towards a person or passion towards what you're passionate about. Work, career, business, finance, something like that, right? That's interesting. I got a weird download. If it's towards a person, The Two of Wands is reflecting back on a relationship or experiences from the past and then using those experiences to be able to move courageously towards the future. But it's like somebody's not taking this into consideration. Doesn't matter if it's person, situation, thing, whatever. I feel like somebody is just, it's like they're not thinking somebody is not thinking about consequences right now. We're going to clarify this in just a second, but that's what I'm seeing in the initial lay of the cards, right? Now, this also could have something to do with, like I said, it can have something to do with like a car. Could also have something to do with movement, like fast moving movement, travel. There could have been travel. Somebody could have been planning travel, and it's maybe there wasn't enough planning. Just be careful. Also, and the weird download that I just received is because I got paddy wagon. Oh yeah. So we have the Nine of Swords, right as I cut the deck, Nine of Swords and the Ten of Wands. There's somebody's laying down the burdens for something, but it's with anxiety and whatnot, and just the energy that I get off of this could be having something to do with like jail. Like somebody could be getting picked up, and it could be something like, it's a holiday weekend, right? So clarification. So it could be like drinking, like a DUI or something like that. So just if that's the case, I don't see cups, but the Chariot is a water sign technically. So just be careful about that, but we're going to clarify. Then we have the Knight of Wands underneath the deck. So this is very in and out energy. Somebody who's back and forth, back and forth. If this is somebody towards a person, it's very one night standish, here for a good time, not a long time type of energy. A little, King of Wands. Yeah, Somebody's very passionate, likes to be in and out, right? But if it's work, career, finance, this is somebody who's good at sales, marketing. They're there one day, hitting the pavement, comes back with sale, puts a star on the board, goes back out. It's like back and forth, back and forth. Passionate about what they do. Need to shuffle that one more time. Nope. One more time, please, spirits. Thank you. Underneath the deck, we have the Six of Swords. So this is the energy going into it. Moving from problems to be mindful what you take. This is about responsibility, harmony, alignment, healing, and empathy. Somebody's like trying to heal from a situation, move from troubled waters to calmer waters, so to speak. This also has a lot to do with communication. It's like better communication with a person. It could be text message, emails, face-to-face, intrapersonal, interpersonal. It could be any of those things, right? You could be dealing with an air sign, Aquarius energy, but it can be any sign, right? You could also be traveling over water or have recently come back from like overseas, over water, something like that. Because again, we've got the Chariot, but somebody could be not traveling for a while. Let's see. What is the Nine of Wands? What is this Wounded Warrior energy? It's very Sag energy, to be honest with you. So we have the Hanged Man, water. He's laying on his side. Creativity, problem solving, groups, and growth is what it's like typically about, right? I'm going to take it upright. Look at the world from a different perspective. This is somebody who, is trying to look at things from a different perspective. But it's like this period of waiting. It's like a timeout, a universal timeout. So you can look at something from a different point of view, a different angle, so you can recalibrate. Problem is I feel like, there's a lot of indecision and frustrated action because of all this waiting. Like Sagittarius, you don't like to wait. And I get it. You guys are very fiery. You're go, go, go. You want to get it done now. Sometimes you have to just husa, you know? What's the Seven of Wands? What is Sagittarius defending? Dang. Okay, not only did it fall right on top of the Seven of Wands, but it fell in reverse. So, this is more Cancer energy. You're dealing with somebody with Cancer or water placements. So the Two of Cups is typically a card of, love and relationship, balance, choice, duality, settled energy. But in reverse, this is imbalance, tension, waste, disunion, silly action, rejection, and separation. Somebody could be defending their morals, ethics, values, beliefs, and separating from someone. Clarification. And that's where this Chariot energy in reverse. Somebody, okay. What is the Two of Wands in reverse? What is the Two of Wands and Cancer in reverse? Okay. We've got a Five of Pentacles. There's somebody being left out in the cold. Somebody maybe being kicked out or walking away. Life is hard right now. Look around. Help is at hand. Somebody who's feeling insecure due to poverty, hardship, loss of money or position, toil, harshness, need, lack of resources. Because somebody wasn't paying attention to things in the past. They weren't paying attention to the signs. What is the Chariot in reverse? What is the Chariot? Wish fulfillment. Everything has turned out well. Enjoy your successes. Happiness, compassion, trust in the universe, high-minded optimism. So I was saying with the Chariot in reverse, I was like, but I don't see any cups. I'm like, it's a water sign, but I don't see any cups. You guys, I hate saying this, but because the Nine of Cups is typically like wishes fulfilled and all the things, but the Nine of Cups can also be a card of greed. This is Pisces energy. You could be dealing with a Pisces, okay? This can be a card of greed and opulence and drinking, heavy drinking, nine cups, 9 full cups of alcohol, and then you go driving. Chariot in reverse, that's call for a DUI. And or a Knight of Wands, somebody who makes some stupid freaking decisions. But then I see a King of Swords. That is somebody who just, once they make, it could be a judge, could be a police officer, could be somebody with authority. And then we've got the Moon card. Like I said, there's going to be a new moon, a dark moon on November 1st. But that's, over this whole weekend. This is what this reading is about. And then we have the Lovers underneath that. Santa Muerte, death and birth. Something around the time of the moon is going to be illuminated. Something will be illuminated, but be very careful. Be very careful. Now, there could be a reason for celebration. There could be some kind of wishes fulfilled, that is a cause for celebration, right? Which is where drinking could be involved. But man, I'm not like with what I'm seeing underneath the deck here. Sometimes the victory is not worth the price. So it's about selfishness, conflict, aggression, argument, fear of failure, self-sabotage, and anxiety. It's unexpected energy, conflict, movement, and changes. Clarified by the Knight of Wands. Very in and out energy. This is like an argument, a fight, a battle. Sometimes victory is not worth the price. Do you want to, I'm hearing pick your, what is that saying? Pick your battles. Pick your battles. Because somebody could be getting in a fight, okay? Somebody could have... Okay, my phone is just going crazy. Somebody could be getting, or could have gotten into a fight or be getting in a fight, right? And somebody's like sitting in the stagnant energy, getting really frustrated, defending their morals, ethics, beliefs, values, and everything. And it's creating this imbalance, in a relationship. And look, you've got like two people holding cups, right? But they're, upside down. This could have a lot to do with drinking or some kind of toxic behavior. And then somebody's like, I've had it. They're like, I've had it. I'm done with that Two of Wands in reverse. Like, this is somebody not looking, not reflecting enough on mistakes and things in the past, right? You can't move courageously forward if you keep on, doing the same thing. But then we've got, somebody being left out in the cold. And so that can lead someone to getting in it could be a Cancer energy, but it's like somebody getting in a vehicle, could be picked up by the paddy wagon. It's my paddy wagon card. And maybe because of drinking. Okay. Sometimes the victory is not worth the price. Now, spirits, what else do I need to know? I'm trying to look at this, guys, in a different way, because this is not going to be everybody's storyline, okay? Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This doesn't have to be you. This could be somebody that you're dealing with, right? You could have a Cancer placement or be dealing with a Cancer where maybe somebody goes to jail and it's somebody else's wish fulfillment, which leads to a cause for celebration. And it led to that celebration because sometimes victory is not worth the price. There was somebody that kept on doing something. They were not looking back on the past. They were not picking up on what it was that they needed to learn. So they kept on doing something which led to their demise. Underneath the deck, we've got number 32. I'm not sure what this means. It has to do with maybe farewell. I'm not sure. Somebody could be 32 years old. 3 plus 2 is 5, and 5s are about change of direction. Somebody's saying farewell. It's like a guy saying goodbye to a woman and then going down into a hole. Then we have number 16, and this is like a dragon, a serpent. Something significant could have happened on the 16th. Somebody could be 16 years old. Take it as it resonates. But let's see what this means. Okay. Sorry, I had to take a moment just for a second to look at this because this is some really interesting, heavy, passionate energy, right? So, card number 32, underneath the deck. Like I said, 3 plus 2 equals 5. And 5s are about change of direction. This is the Santa Muerte card. Okay? This is the very last card in this deck. And it's... Yeah, so it says... this energy was present in the moment that it allowed us to exist as we lay in our cribs after birth. And it lovingly holds our hand when we face a new staircase in the grave. Santa Muerte is the mother, the goddess of life and birth. Death and birth, right? So it's kind of like the death card in tarot, right? Very scorpionic energy, and we are in the season of Scorpio. And I was just talking about all the moon energy that will be in Scorpio, but she's more about transformation than anything, right? She lovingly holds her hand when we... Okay, so just as life generates death and death generates life, this card invites us to accept any change, transformation, or drastic severing of perspective with a smile. So the advice of the dead: make a firm decision on what to cut and what to change in your life. Otherwise, no betterment will be possible. So it's like, if you don't cut the fat, make a change, do something significant right now, nothing's going to change. Nothing is going to become better for you. It's like going to be the repeat of another cycle, or another toxic cycle. And it's interesting. On the box here, it says Osario Familia. So it's like a family. For some of you, this could be like the ending of a relationship, the breaking up of a family or something like that. And I hate saying that. I really hate saying that. But, coming from experience, sometimes it's better. It's in the long run for each of the family members, to go off and heal, to do their own healing. Sometimes, people grow and they grow apart, and doesn't mean that people still can't work as a family unit, together, raising children, if there's children involved and things like that. But it's just, it's one of those decisions. And I feel like this decision, if that is the situation, this could be the decision of the feminine energy, is what I'm seeing in the card. So take it as it resonates. Then we've got number 16. I'm going to butcher this name. It's Quetzalcoatl. We have reached the final card of the World of Creations. What's interesting is Santa Muerte is the final card in the deck, and she's the final card of actions. This is the final card of creations. So there's two major finalities happening at once. And this may be the most important Aztec god. Quetzalcoatl, or the feathered serpent, was worshipped as the god of knowledge, dawn, merchants, the arts, and professions. He is associated with the wind and the element of air. He is therefore connected to intellect, education, books, and invention of the calendar. So advice of the dead: do not fear and do not give up. Though through perseverance and insistence you will reach the goal that you desire, and that most of all that you deserve. Take that message with a grain of salt, okay? Understand that, and take it as it resonates, right? Do not repeat a toxic cycle. Do not move forward in some type of a family situation or passionate relationship because you think that you can change something that's not going to change, okay? Because, it will only repeat itself. I'm just going to say that. Everybody makes their own decisions. I am merely just a messenger. I got to say, I have plenty of experience. Some of the best decisions that I made, and I've been single for a very long time, right? Single mom. Some of the best decisions I made was to walk away from relationships that were not healthy for me and my children. And while I did have to suffer, and while I did have to struggle, for a very long time, a lot of that were situations that were out of my hands. It's not everybody's scenario, not everybody's situation, but it made me stronger in the bigger picture, right? In the end. And I'd like to think that it kept my children from a lot more trauma than, what we endured, doing it on our own. So, underneath the deck we have black pepper, banishment. So this is banishment of bad feelings, banishment potentially of toxins, bad people, bad habits. Banishment. Keeping away bad energy. Top of the deck we've got dandelion, wishes. Now I do like this. Okay, this So we have the wish fulfillment card and we've got wishes. So somebody could be making wishes, right? If somebody wishes, okay, silver lining. The silver lining to this would be, if there's any silver lining to this message, it would be that somebody is going to make a hard decision to let something go based on intellect, based on what they know, right? But it's going to be like giving something up, right? It may be somebody's wish fulfillment to give something up, like drinking, right? I still see like there could be some kind of scenario where it created like a crazy situation, arguments, fighting, you know, that kind of energy. But it could have potentially gotten through to someone in the family, and that could be the cause of irritability, right? That could be the cause of arguments, like, you know, giving up something like, you know, say you're drinking alcohol, toxins, stuff like that. Let's read this. And if any of this resonates, drop a comment, like, you know, let me know that I'm on the same energy plane as you. Why can I not find this? Black pepper, what the heck? Blackberry. It's got to be the next one. There we go. Beware, be warned, be free from harm. Use peppercorns as a magic charm. Ooh, abundance charm. Spite of tongue or cursed deeds, I'll banish with my pepper seeds. This magic is worked with harm to none, so mote it be, there it is done. So, magic charm, abundance charm, okay? Disruptive energies are causing you to make mistakes, and you may find that nothing is going as smoothly as usual. Outside influences seem to have a hold over you, preventing you from moving forward. That's what the Chariot in reverse is. Something from the past, something that you did not learn from in the past, is keeping you from moving forward. That's holding you back. That Chariot in reverse energy. It's holding you back from your wish fulfillment, keeping you in this Five of Pentacles energy, right? Call on my strength to assist, for I am so powerful that I even have the ability to banish air from your nostrils in the form of a sneeze. In performing any kind of banishment ritual, I shall flush out all forms of lower emotions that have directed your way, such as jealousy, anger, and resentment. Burn me in your home or carry me in your pocket as a charm to ward off ill intention, and you shall be free to work your magic with harm to none, so mote it be. So it's like, if you want to banish, sorry, my nose ring. It's my nose ring. If you want to banish any kind of toxic or negative attitudes or bad habits, put some black pepper in a pocket and like a little wish baggie, put it, you know, in a pocket in the car. Definitely, for some of you, you want to put some black peppercorns in a little satchel or a little, you know, bag and stick it in your automobile. That will help protect you from any negative energy as you're traveling. I think that's going to be very important for some of you. If you have a significant other, put it in their vehicle. Okay? Try to protect them. When, like I always say, you know, do not do spell work of any kind if it's going to affect somebody's free will. But if it's protective magic, you know, it's not to harm them in any way. It's actually to protect them, to help them. That's different. Okay? That is definitely different. All right. So then, wishes, dandelion, wishes. When you wish upon a star, my seeds of dreams will take you far. Upon the air, now blow a gust and focus on belief and trust. This magic is worked with harm to none, so mote it be, there it is done. All of your wishes are still floating around in the ether and won't come true until the moment that you believe they will, for it is belief that is the key ingredient when it comes to making magic. Your obsession for possession has blinded you to unseen factors that are blocking the attainment of your goals. You must be clear about what you wish for, and believe me when I say that everything is possible, even the impossible. When it comes to making magic, A little focus is required as well as belief. When my bright yellow flowers turn a mystical white, make your desires known in my seed head. Blow on me gently and release your wishes, and watch me float freely with the slips of air as I work in conjunction with the fairies to magically manifest your wishes into fruition. So for some of you, like dandelion tea, if you have dandelion tea, I would suggest drinking that. If you're in an area that still has dandelions around and you see the little white heads, go, blow on them and wish on a dandelion and make your wishes. Some of you definitely are, dealing with some type of a family situation, right? And you don't know, how this is going to go. And I see your energy all over this, right? So, but it's like you have to believe that wishes do come true. You have to believe, and it's like you got to get through this energy. And again, this is only through Halloween, Saiway, Day of the Dead. Just watch the drinking, watch the arguing, the nitpicking, focus on banishment, protecting yourself, protecting your peace, and really just trying to raise your vibration. Get out into nature. That natural magic underneath the deck. Patience. Remember that. Patience, timing, the art of change. You have to let, I'm hearing this too shall pass. You have to let this energy move through you. Underneath the deck, we've got number 11, coming of winter. This is soulmate, twin flame energy. 1 + 1 = 2. Twos are about unity and like foundation. It comes in lullabies deep within your mirrored flesh. Alas, it is time to lay your quivering chest upon the winter's coming. So this is like preparation, getting prepared. Top of the deck, we've got grief. Number 20. It is but a mere glimpse of nothingness hidden away within the deep chambers of your mourning, and the red clovers birthing lost illusion. So this talks about actual grief. It's like the loss of a loved one. Somebody that you no longer have in this world, that you miss, that you wish were still here. And here's the thing. It's Halloween. It's Saiway. It's Day of the Dead. This is the time of year when the veil is at the thinnest. This is where the best time of year where we're able to speak to the other side, communicate with the other side, have messages come across in one way, shape, or form. Somebody could be really yearning and wanting to speak to somebody from their past. They're feeling the grief and the loss of someone or something. Others could be reaching out in ways trying to cope with this. There could be drinking. Careful, again, about drinking and getting into a vehicle. You do not want that to happen. That is where the banishment comes in. Banish those. Now remember, the energy that we had going into this was, if I'm not mistaken, it was the angel Temperance, right? You are protected. That is your angel. You have an angel watching over you, okay? That was the very first card, the very first energy going into this. Okay, so it's like this too shall pass. A hard winter. Somebody could be grieving, somebody from the other side. The 20th or the 11th could be significant. Okay, so coming of winter, underneath the deck, we've got keywords reflection and rest. So the outside world can seem such a cold and distant place. It can be tough to navigate the trail buried beneath the snow. It is hard to feed your soul when your surroundings offer a little nourishment. In the dead of winter, life can be beautiful, still peaceful, blisteringly cold, unforgivable, and changeable. There is but one thing to do when winter storms come blowing: seek shelter to rest, recharge, and reflect. So when the winter winds blow into your spread, it is time for self-reflection. Failure to learn from your Failure to learn from your experiences often causes the repeat of mistakes. This is what I was saying up here in the very beginning of the tarot spread. Somebody did not learn from their mistakes. Somebody's not learning from their mistakes from the past. This could be you or it could be another person, but somebody's not learning. So it's time to review the choices you made without the opinions of others. What choices made your heart happy? What choices left you numb or lacking in inspiration? What is holding you back? And what resources could you use more of? Use the answers to questions like these to get a better understanding of what truly makes you happy and to form a plan to start shifting your life towards the image of your choosing. This card comes with a message to rest. The world will wait for you. Give your mind, body, and soul time to be still. Take time to recharge. It is not laziness. It is the choice of supporting yourself. You'll have more strength, energy, and focus to devote time to the things that you love when you are rested. So somebody just needs to take a break. Sometimes it's not worth it to be out there and going here, 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 with that Knight of Wands energy. Then we've got grief. And this isn't like main message. Keywords: mourning and loss. Grief is the uncomfortable dance between feeling everything and feeling nothing. It isn't exclusive to losing someone. Grief can manifest when you feel like a failure or when you have regret. It can appear when you feel overwhelmed or when you feel guilty. It can leave you feeling it all and then feeling nothing, or even feeling both at the same time. Likewise, we can be so lost in our grief that we forget to live. We mourn for things that have long since slipped through our fingers. We find ourselves in a sort of limbo, living half dead. This is what happens when you spend too much time searching for and missing what you've lost and forgetting to be grateful for what's left behind. So pulling grief can mean that you have lack of satisfaction about where you are in life, what you have, or perhaps more appropriate, what you don't have. You're putting way too much of your focus on what is missing and have cut off the rest of the world. There are still people and opportunities for you if you will only lift your head and take a look around. Life still goes on when you've suffered a loss. Mourn for the things that you wanted and didn't get or had and lost, but be sure to keep going. The universe never takes something away without giving you something better to take its place. And that's where this wish fulfillment is still coming out. It's like, well, you still feel that you're being held back, or there may be some kind of something that's like holding you back. You still have wish fulfillment, some kind of happiness. It's like, look for the little things. Look at, still make wishes, because this too shall pass. It's just a phase. It's like you have to reflect. Somebody was not reflecting, right? Not learning the lessons. You got to reflect. And once the universe sees that you're doing this for yourself, that's when you move forward. What else? Sagittarius, what else? Okay, last cards. Sagittarius. Underneath the deck, we've got number 37, Dagger, Severance. Somebody's severing from a situation, severing communication with somebody. It could be severing a relationship, severing a job, severing ties to something, right? Somebody could be 37 years old. 3 plus 7 equals 10. 10s are endings, but they're also beginnings, because 1 plus 0 equals 1. So and we were seeing this, there's some kind of ending, right? Somebody's done with something. It's a new cycle, and we're new moon, new beginning. Top of the deck, we've got number 46, Zeus, honors. Somebody could be getting recognized for something honorable. This could be somebody's wish. It's like, you got to keep on keeping on. This is coming through, right? I feel like that is coming through. And here's the funny thing, too. Look at this. 3 plus 7 equals 10. This is 46. 4 plus 6 equals 10. It's like double confirmation. There's an ending to something, but a beginning to something else. Once you have completed it. Sorry, I'm trying to, there we go. Looking for, anyway. 37, 46. Okay, so 37, dagger, severance. Hecate's dagger can sever our illusions and attachments. It is both protective and destructive, the hallowed blade representing the cutting out of something bad whilst simultaneously liberating yourself. It can represent pain, betrayal, and revenge, or it can mark a release from these things. A double-edged blade is a two-way street and can be caring and logical or cruel and irrational. Ask yourself, who is wielding the blade and why? Okay, so underneath the deck, that's underlying energy, and I feel like, you have to look, you have to reflect, look back on the past. Is this a lesson for yourself? Is this you, swinging that dagger around? Or are you using that dagger as knowledge? Okay, I'm not talking about towards someone else. I'm not talking about you trying to school someone else or get a message across to someone else. I'm talking about for yourself. Okay? Because you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink, right? So instead of trying to force someone to do that, use your brain, okay, and figure out another way to get them to do it, but through knowledge, through intellect. Okay? Then we have number 46, Zeus. Honors. Zeus favored Hecate as much as any other man or god, not taking away any of the honors she had before the fall of the Titans. Not taking away any of the honors that she had before the fall of the Titans. Through our own sovereignty, we can access all of our potential gifts and abilities. No one can take them from us, as they were given to us for a purpose. Hecate, like Zeus, honors your current power and calls you to action. Do not let yourself be taken advantage of. You are the queen or king of your own domain. So, yeah, don't let anybody take advantage of you. Stand up for yourself where necessary. Protect yourself where necessary. Ooh, and it's right on top of a dark moon too. So, and this is all about releasing. The dark moon falls right before a new moon, so it's like releasing something right before the new moon happens. So that's going to be on the 31st and the 1st. So you'll be releasing something on the 31st, and then, new beginnings starting on the 1st. But you're severing. This is what you're releasing. You're severing from something. It can be grief. You could be severing from the remorse, grief, banishing these bad feelings, right? But what you're doing is you're honoring yourself. You're honoring yourself, and you're moving forward. And then you can also use this instead of, defending yourself, by honoring yourself through intellect, through wisdom, through knowledge, learning new things, pulling yourself higher, because you're protected. You've got some endings and beginnings. You've got a lot of deep thought, I feel like a lot of things to decide, right? But, keep putting those wishes out there. This is not a reading to be like negative about or anything like that. Like, actually, this is telling you, like, you can get through this. You have to, like, you can get through this. You have to, like, what am I trying to say? You have to learn how to protect yourself and how to protect your feelings and your vibrational security, so that you can get this wish fulfillment that you oh so desire. Right? Right. So that's where I'm going to leave you at. Sagittarius. If any of this brought you clarity, insight, or answers, please make sure to drop a comment in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe. If any of you are interested in a personal reading, I have all of my personals open. All of my information, contact info is in the description below this video. As you know, it's Together We Grow. I always love sharing this time and energy with you, and I look forward to sharing more of it with you in the future. And that's where I'm going to leave you guys at. Have a happy Halloween, and blessed Day of the Dead. You guys take care. Peace.